Christmas. Welcome to my channel, Kel Stitches, and today we are filming the final Flossmas. So Flossmas number 25. It is Christmas Day here, 7 o'clock, about 7 o'clock at night here in Australia. So we are almost finished with Christmas. And it has been a pretty good day. It hasn't been too hot. Had a few storms roll through, so you might hear some thunder and stuff. I am outside. We have been sitting out on the back veranda for probably the last 3 hours in the cool and just drinking, laughing, talking, what haven't you? So, and you can probably hear water running. And that is Alfikins in the shower after last night's debacle. I thought that we would try to film while he was out of the equation. So, I've got no tea to open. I've got no marshmallows to open. Do have a vodka. I think this is about my 6th one. So that's pretty good. And I do have a, this is a Christmas pudding liqueur, Christmas pudding flavoured liqueur. I've had a few of those as well, and some rumble liqueur, so yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. And my hat's going to fall off if I keep doing that. So I only have 2 things to unwrap, but we will put this lovely little thing on the tree first, and it is number 25 with the presents. So let's just put it straight onto this one here and have it sitting there. And I have managed to get some stitching in. I've been sitting here doing some stitching while we've been chatting, talking, laughing and drinking. So been working on this one, and I've got about 300 stitches into it so far, which is all this stuff down here, the border. You'll probably hear birds and cars and everything else because I am outside. So yeah, so just working down here in the border. So I've got 300 into it today, and I got 100 into it the other night that I didn't show you. So you're seeing about 400 stitches worth of progress there. Whoops. Is that my floss? I think it was. Oh, there it is. So I've got, and you'll hear the horses. So I've got a bit of progress in there. It's fairly easy stitching, so even with having a few drinks, I don't think that I am going to have too much worries of having to frog anything. So let's keep going. There is a storm building up this way. Let me see if I can turn yous around. There goes some thunder. There is the stormy sky out that way. Turn this back around. Whoops. So, so yeah, we've got a bit of a storm and everything else cropping up. We've already had another one blow through. Usually they don't come from that direction with us. Usually they come from that direction. And we do have a bit of cloud in that direction too, if you have a look. And so we've got one either side of us. Well, let's just see what's going to hit us, hey? So, yeah. Well, let's just open these, shall we? So we've got number 12 from Sharon. And it's hard, but it has got ridges in it. So I'm wondering what it is. And there we go. It is a floss card, or floss keeper, thread card, whatever you want to call them. And it's got a lovely picture on it. It is not printed on the back, but it's printed on the front. So that is that's very nice. Actually, this will come in handy for my stamped kits, because they are numbered 1 through to 36, or however many numbers that they got. So that is going to come in very handy. And then we've got number 12 from Silks for You. And let's get this open. These clouds are moving pretty quick over in this direction. And I seem to be losing light very quickly. Wind's starting to pick up. We have more silk. And let's see what the colour of this one is. So that's showing a bit brighter on the camera than what it actually is. But it is a lovely pink colour. Not quite ruby, because it's not as red as a ruby, but it is lovely. It is showing such a brighter colour than what it actually is. No, not going to work. But yeah, so that is a full hank of that one, which will come in very handy. Alright, so that's everything. That's everything I've got to show you. I do have a couple of photos from yesterday that I took. One was at 5:30 in the morning as I was leaving for work, and we just had a storm pass through, and the sun was just coming through, and the sunbeams and everything like that. A little bit of lightning in this, so I might wrap this up really quickly since I am sitting outside. So yeah, got a couple of pictures, one of that, and what was the other one? Oh, the sky last night. It was really, really orange last night. So once again, guys, thank you very, very much for tuning in every day of my Flossmas to watch me and the shenanigans of Elfikins or Elfbacker. Just depends on who it was every day. It has been a pleasure to film these. In conclusion of the Advent boxes, I would definitely get the T2 one again. I would definitely get the marshmallow one again. The Ali B Designs one, I'm not sure about that because it is geared probably more towards beginners, and it I mean, it has some good things in it and some useful things that I can make use of, like scissors and floss cards and stuff like that. But it is geared more towards beginners. And I'd just come across it on Etsy at one point and was like, oh, there's another Advent cross-stitch Advent box. Let's just get it. So I did. But yeah, I don't know if I'd get it again unless it was geared more towards experienced or advanced stitches. Silks for You, I would definitely get again. And Sharon's, I would more than likely get it again because there was some very useful things in that one as well. And it sounds like Elfikins is finished in the shower, so unless I wrap this up very quickly, he may make an appearance. But it is, yeah, it was very, so yeah, I definitely get the T2, the fairy floss, I was going to say. No, not the fairy floss. T2 marshmallows, Sharon's, and Silks for You. I would get those 4 again. But I might see next year, if I decide to do Flossmas, I might see if I can get any different ones. And here comes the rain. So it is going to get very loud because I am under a tin roof. It is just above my head here. So thank you very much, guys. As I said, if I do do it next year, I will probably see if I can get different advents and have a go at that. So yes, thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. It has been a pleasure, even though it has taken probably an hour or 2 hours out of my day each day, and there's Elphicans, to film these, edit them, convert and upload, but it has been a pleasure. So Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you all. I know a lot of you are just waking up. By the time you watch this, we'll just be waking up for Christmas Day. So, shit. Merry Christmas to you all. I think that might have been a bit of hail. And I will catch you for my wit parade. Alright guys, I'm back after that little interlude. So that was quite hilarious. Just as I finished that video, as you would see, we were getting a storm. We were starting to get hail, and I had bought my daughter a all protection hail car cover for Christmas, but it was still in the packaging that it came in, because obviously she only got it today. And her little car is sitting out in the front paddock, not under cover or anything, because we currently don't have any room in the shed for it. So it's sitting out in the paddock. So when I heard that first hail hit the tin roof above my head, the panic set in. So that's why I had to stop really quickly. I grabbed my tripod, ran to the, because I was sitting outside, ran to the back door, and the buggers had shut the door on me, so they didn't disturb me while I was recording. So here I am, tripod in one hand, banging on the door yelling for Shanae or someone to open the goddamn door. Well, Shanae's inside trying to get this car cover out of the big bag that it came in. And this car cover for a little car, it is bloody huge. She's trying to get that out. She's yelling at her father. And here's Nash running around, just got out of the shower, laughing at everyone, thinking it's a right royal joke. So his sister threatened to murder him because he wasn't doing anything to help. By this time, the partner had opened the back door. I flung the tripod in. Shanae's running at me, full tilt, with this big ass silver blanket over her head. I grabbed the blanket, tried to run down the steps, missed the bottom 2 steps and nearly eat shit. By this time, Shanae had overtaken me and was piss bolting to the shed. Neither of us had shoes on because we didn't have time to get shoes on. You know, adrenaline and all that. She's piss bolt to the shed, flung the door open. I'm 2 steps behind her. By that stage, she was at the roller door of the shed, and she flung it up that hard that it nearly came off the rollers. By this stage, the storm had kicked in and it was pelting rain. Not much more hail, but it was pelting rain. But we were still in panic mode because who knew whether the hail was going to get any bigger. So here we are. I've got this hail cover. She's running towards her car with her arms flung out because she was going to risk her own body and jump on her bonnet to put her body on the line and try and protect the car. Not that she would have covered much because she'd weigh about 45 kilos wringing wet. by then, I'd flung this car cover open, hoping that the wind wasn't going to catch it and take me away like Mary Poppins. So here we are on either end trying to get this car cover over, and then the partner comes out to help us. And within probably 30 seconds to a minute, we were all wringing wet. Like, I mean, soaked to the bone. This is how heavy the rain was at that point. And this car cover has 4 straps that you put, one at the front, one at the back, and then 2 in the middle that's meant to go under the car, so you tighten it up to hold it on. Shanae's on one side with the arse in the air. I'm on the other side with the arse in the air, trying to get these straps under a car that's about this high off the ground. And Shanae's in a nice pale green dress that, with the wetter she gets, the more see-through it became. And I was in this, but still it wouldn't have been a good look with the arse in the air. And here we are trying to get this car cover on. We eventually got it on. By the time we got it on, the storm had passed. And this is only in like 5 minutes. The storm had passed. And then we're all standing there going, that doesn't look right. It doesn't look like it's on the right way. So we went back out and checked and pulled the cover off and spun it around, because we figured out that we didn't have it on the right way. So here we are again under this car, or trying to get under this car to put these straps on. And Shanae's face is in the mud. At least she got a nice facial out of it. And I'm on the other side, nearly flat out in the mud. And you might not be able to see the mud and the dirt and everything else all over me. But we managed to get the mud on. We managed to get the cover on the car. So that was kind of funny. And then once we got the cover on the correct way this time, I've turned around and looked and went, I bet that was the most hilarious thing all of those people in the houses across the road have seen all day. Because at the time everyone was probably sitting down for Christmas dinner. So we gave them a bit of good entertainment for the afternoon. I would have loved to see a video of Shanae and I come running out of this shed, her like this and me carrying this car cover going like, let's get it on, let's get it on. I think it would have been absolutely hilarious. But yeah, that was a bit of fun, and now we are all wringing wet, soaked to the bone, except for Elphikins over here, who had just got out of the shower and is nice and dry and did not help us for one little bit.
How was I supposed to? I had
He
no
did.
clothes on.
He did say that he would have came out and helped us, but he had no clothes on except for a towel.
Exactly.
And thinking about that, no one needs to see him in a state of undress. So it was probably a good thing he didn't come out. So that is just
So
a
in
little...
other words, you're welcome.
So that is just a little funny tale, little funny story of how our Christmas night has sort of gone. As I said, we've all had a few drinks and it's just been hilarious, and that was quite funny. So guys, thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in my floss parade. Bye bye.